Hi everyone, welcome back to Coding and Creating. Today we're going to be talking about scale and perspective. And we're also going to look at a really fun feature called live loops. Let's jump right into things. Now, as you're taking pictures, people and things are often essential elements of scenic photos. They provide a sense of scale and connect the viewers to the location. So if you look at this picture of this girl on this riverbank looking across into the city, the picture would not be nearly as interesting without the person in the foreground. What it does is it helps your viewer connect with the scene. With your subject looking into the city, it helps direct the viewer's attention into that spot and really just helps you feel more connected as opposed to just a generic city scene. In this picture, it's a good example of contrast between maybe a man-made object and a natural setting. It also sort of evokes maybe a storytelling sort of mode in your mind of what message in a bottle might be happening here on the beach. The nice blurred background and foreground really help focus the attention on the bottle and just make it an interesting image. In this scene, we have this huge valley and this ridge with the hikers on it and the backlit tree and silhouette. It really gives a sense of drama. It sets off the beautiful sunset and the blue sky going into the orange and yellows of the sunset. These people walking along the ridge, they really provide the viewer of the photograph with a sense of scale, though. It would be hard to tell exactly how expansive that scenic view is without those people in the picture. Here's another example of how a person can take a vast landscape and make it more in scale. So this mountain climber up here, the stairs down here allow you to get a sense of just how big this scene is. When you see the trees way off in the distance here up on that ridge of the hillside there, it's hard to see exactly how big they are, but knowing that they're really large pines, it gives you a sense of just the vastness of that scene. Now, another thing that you can do with scale is you can sort of do some optical illusions. So we're going to have fun with scale today. If you look at the second bullet point here under the experimenting with scale, you'll see that one idea is to place a small toy or object in the foreground to create the illusion that it's the same scale as objects behind it. So that is what we're going to play around with today. So let's take a look at a few examples. So as we go into some sample photographs, here looks like she's riding on an elephant, but when in fact that elephant is really small. You can see the little object is propped up so that it's at the right height to be caught on the camera, and you get those really cool special effects. Here we have Ella. She looks like she's inside of a cup, but in reality, that cup is just a normal size little plastic cup. Here's another one. Notice how if you have an iPad, if you have a little stand, you'll have to prop it up because you want to use the front-facing screen so that you can sort of set things up. Here's a fun one with a toy dinosaur. Looks like he's being attacked. Now, I'll show you a little trick with making it look like you are moving like that. That's called the live loop, so I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Here's a fun one with a toy, and Darun here is in the bus with his toy friends. See this little dinosaur toy? If you get it at the right angles, it looks like you're riding the dinosaur, or maybe dinosaurs have invaded your school or your home. Remember, you can light things in different ways. That backlighting and a few filters make it really dramatic. If you don't have a toy, you can just partner up with a friend and make it look like somebody is a giant. Just have everyone space out, and it really looks different. Here's a fun one with the eyeglasses close to the camera, using the frames to frame the subject of the picture. So Siri looks really good being framed by her glasses in this picture. This is a fun one. You can show everyone your basketball team and say that you guys are really tall, and sort of scare your competition. Might be pretend that giant pencils were falling from the sky. Here's another setup with Doctor Who's TARDIS. You can make it look like you're bigger than the toy. Another one with the elephant. And again, that front-facing screen is how you're really going to be able to see things. Now, I promised you I'd show you how to do some of these motion effects. So let's take a look at the camera and see if we can explain how that process works. So the first thing you have to do if you want to take one of those live loops photos is you actually want to have live loops on. So this yellow button, we've always turned that off. You want that to be yellow right there, and live loops is now on. So I'm going to go to my timer. I'm going to set it to 3 seconds. I'll take a picture. I'll do a little dance here. Let me do a dance. So I'm dancing. Okay, that was a great dance, wasn't it? So I'll go to my photo, and I'm going to, from the center of the screen, I'm sliding up, and then I'll see my different options. So let me choose bounce as my favorite object. There, wow, that's an incredible dance video. So now I've applied the bounce effect. So the way that I did that is I took my finger and I placed it right here in the center of the screen, and I slid up. So you slide up from the center of the screen, then you'll see your different options. There's live, there's loop, there's bounce, and there's long exposure. So you can experiment with all those different options and see which one you think works best with your photo. So your activity today is to experiment and have some fun with scale and perspective. So try those different angles, positioning objects close to the camera and some further away, and create some cool special effects. And if you turn on live photos, you can slide up from the center of your screen on the photo and apply one of those cool motion or bounce effects to just add some whimsy and fun to your photos. Have a great time.